Okay, so I changed a couple things in my build. I was at 2 borrowed time and painful punishment, but I switched one of those into Shadowward pain damage. It's good to, I think. So I'm gonna grip this tank. Oh, is he transcendencing? This is a pretty sick pull. I know this guy has a knockback, so I don't want to be back to the wall. That's the knockback I talked about. Like, we no longer have cooldowns, so you almost have to use your defensive as a cooldown. So I just used Pain Sup on a DPS. Because I don't have very many cooldowns. Like, I used Ultimate Penitence when on the Gather because it's such a challenging pull. Also, I had no idea what he was gonna do. $120k HPS? That's actually pretty cool. This is a sick route. What the heck? This is OP. So a standard route, you would just go along the thing and probably do what we did. We probably combined 3 pulls. I'm kind of curious how much did my... So my trinket only did 700k. It was 1% of my healing. So yeah, it seems like trinkets this season, 1% is probably relatively average. So if it's a good effect, I'm thinking 1% is probably fine. I'm pretty sure the boss is here.
I can't drink anymore yet. I need a target. It's still recharging.
I don't remember what this boss does. Various patterns creating damaging zones. Fan of Knives inflicts moderate damage to all players. Okay, so Fan of Blades, and then Gale Surge inflicts moderate damage and knocks the targeted player back. So so this is the Fan of Knives spell. I used Evangelism because I wasn't proactive about it, so I needed to catch up. And I got Power Word Shield or a Void Shield on uh-oh. I think this is the frontal thing. Oh, that's the knockback. So, like the way disc works right now, it's kind of like you, okay, so we got a thing coming up. Uh-oh. Like the only things to manage are your, oh, this is gonna knock me back. And it creates the bad zone. So it seems like you kind of want to spread to the edge of the room here. I did this dungeon one time before, just today, so. I should have saved that Mind Blast for this next Fan of Knives. I don't know what's going on. That was really bad play by me.
Still recharging.
I still do have my trinket. I've been trying different trinkets. This one seems maybe okay. I'm gonna fade here. Okay, so there's a reason I didn't really remember anything from that boss. It's basically just dodge. Like, there's really nothing you need to know. Oh crap, I can't get mana. I'm gonna save this Power of the Dark Side proc. Like, I want to know how much of my damage is Shadow Word Pain. I think this is the way. I really do. I think this is the way. You take pain and suffering as opposed to quality of life, which is pain and painful punishment. Because, like, the reason I was thinking about this build was because, I was looking at my Shadow Word Pain damage, and it was, like, rivaling my... Like, it was close to my penance damage if you don't count the new dot that they added, which is right here, 30% dot. I don't know what this is. It's just a dot. Laser beam dot. So I mean, I do have to recast Shadow Word Pain sometimes, but I feel like I have enough empty globals where it's not a big deal. Like, it's better that it just does 30% more damage. Like, it's substantial damage. Like, again, it's tied with my thing, and I didn't even have it out for the first part of the poll. Alright, so now I should just be able to use Penance and keep my Shadow Word Pains up. So I switched targets so that my next Penance will refresh the duration of the one that I was on. I'm not going to refresh Shadow Word Pain, there's no point, it's not going to tick that many times. But yeah, I think I like this build a lot better. Okay, so this guy, I think he has like got lasers you need to stand in. I don't really remember. I haven't played him in a while. Stand in the path of solar rays focused on blah 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 to prevent energize. Arcane bursts. Burst damages all players and increases damage it deals each time it cast.
I simply wish you had lasted
Oh
a
shit.
little longer.
Still recharging.
Apparently, there's a boss frontal. So yeah, this is the fight. Just stand in the laser and heal. And don't stand on the tank. Gotta rebuff myself. So it looks like you got a bit of time to figure out. Okay, so we did learn one thing. Ultimate Penitence does not let you soak. We'll put a Shadow Word Pain out. We're gonna double Penance here. I'm just gonna heal up with smites right here. Make sure I keep my Shadow Word Pain up. Like that's the one downside is on bosses, you have to refresh your Shadow Word Pain. But the bright side is it's a 20 it goes up to 20 seconds with Pandemic when you're spec'd into that. So what is, let's see, does he have any buffs or anything? Okay, so whoops. So I'm gonna take this buff off of the Warlock. So I'm gonna let him take it for a second. Then when I penance, I'm gonna back up, and now I'm taking the dot.
I don't have a target.
Okay, that's good. What's the next boss? Oh, this is the bird boss. Fixates on players, the adds fixate, the quills inflict heavy damage to players within line of sight. So we gotta line of sight that thing, and then inflicts moderate damage to the group with a burning pursuit while it's active. So let's look at my damage. Holy Nova, one cast of Holy Nova did big damage. 120k Holy Nova. We are actually crushing this dungeon. These are good players.
Behold, terror given wings.
So I chose to PI the paladin who was on top of the meters. I feel like it was a safe assumption. Whoever's on top of the meters has the most cooldowns active. Okay, I think we're coming up on the quills in 4 seconds, so this is where we line of sight. So I think at like 5 seconds is when I want to refresh Shadow Word Pain. Oh, there were some new settings I saw on the Wowhead like patch notes where they talked about like pandemic voice alerts or something.
Not ready yet.
Alright, I gotta catch up. This penance should hopefully top favor run because it was empowered by a, like I got extra 2 bolts. Oh, he's gonna do his mean thing. Okay. So now that I have these guys like trust, like we've gone through half the dungeon and or 2/3 of the dungeon and we have 1 death and it was to a dodge mechanic. So I'm obviously capable of healing it. So now that I have the trust of the group, I'll ask them if we continue to play, I'll play holy for one dungeon or something. Oof, I was slow getting behind the wall. That really cranks. So I'm not really sure what's the deal with these eggs.
I simply wish
Damn
you had
it!
lasted a little longer.
No! Why is Ultimate Penitence such a long cast, bro? Sorry. Okay, he said the birds were not supposed to be two of them, I think. He says it wasn't my fault, so it's okay. And just try again. Well, now I kind of understand the dungeon a little. I guess I should go Templar. Herald is not good or he sucks. So overall, so you really want to go into the dungeon with Void Shield. Okay, so I have Void Shield now. So now I have 50 seconds to start. I will not touch ads. I will not touch ads. Ooh, I have health potion now. Health potion is actually really strong. So at 3 seconds you have to use it or it'll disappear at 2 seconds, your void shield. So I cast void shield at 3 seconds. Where's the transcendence? Right here. So he's gonna be popping up right here. So right now he's running around. This is actually such a sick route. So this time
I need to target something first.
alright, I'm an ulti pen. Ulti pen, ulti pen! So I no longer have cooldown, so I used pain suppression.
Can't use that
I used my trinket on myself. So I should be getting like 20% more healing from my atonement stuffs than everyone else. Then I managed to save one pain sup, so I'm one pain sup better than the first time we did this. So, difference between live and... Oh yeah, I forgot.
It's not ready yet.
Um... I got full shadow pain dots on people. So really, right there, I was just killing time until my penance came off cooldown. So I filled with flash heal because people were still in danger. And also I got my mind blast out, so I had a evangelism or a radiance plus a mind blast to buff my my penance. So it's like mind blast by itself is kind of crappy, but the penance buff is what you're after.
Still recharging.
I will
Okay.
slice the flesh from your bones.
I didn't get full mana, but that's okay. Oh, I think this is area of denial. Yeah. So you want to be close to the edge, but you don't want to be on the edge because otherwise it'll knock you off. So yeah, this is just a dodge fest.
It's too far away.
I think he's about to use his fan blade thing.
I can't use that item yet.
Okay, I do notice the extra healing from my trinket. I think it's a good one. This is one of the best ones I've tried so far.
It's still recharging.
So that was a panic button. I panicked and used the evangelism there. Okay, Fan of Knives is in 10 seconds, so I'm gonna save my my Mind Blast. Fan of Knives is coming. Okay, looking good. So Fan Blades is coming. That wasn't good. Health Potion is so strong now that you don't have like any cooldowns at all. We just have Evenge and Ultipen.
I can't use that item yet.
So I should get Atonement Healing through these Powered Shield, this Void Shield. So hopefully I can get like 70% mana. We are at 70. We're cranking. We're cranking. Almost full. Let's take that.
I can't attack them.
So what was my damage breakdown? Shadow Pain almost top damage, and I didn't do anything special. I cast like 2 or 3 extras on top of just spreading with penance, so that feels pretty good. So really, you just don't want to have 2 charges of penance. And this laser thing is kind of deadly. Is it the construct that does the laser? Solar construct? Solar flame. I really need to figure out how to make my frames show who it's targeting, man. Cause like that's the only way you can proactively heal people like before the cast goes off. Does he just target the healer? Like what's going on? I've gotten it 3 in a row. I drink mana potion.
I need a target.
Is that?
I need to target something first.
So I'm gonna try to keep up with the damage without using penances. Okay, I think I hold penances, so I have 2 charges.
Not ready yet.
So I'm filling with powered shield and whatever it's called, smite until, or in flash heal until penance came back there. I have a full void shield party. Like penance feels very strong if it's buffed by a radiance and a I haven't had to use any cooldowns to heal through this stuff. I'm in a radiance. Okay, looking good. I think I save so it's like you gotta get out of the mindset of Mind Blast being a big damage cooldown. Like the last 8 seconds, it's really a damage cooldown that gives you 1 empowered spell. Looks like there's one big guy, so I should just focus him and cleave. There's 2 big guys, I guess.
Our might rules the skies. Behold, terror given wings.
Okay, so he's summoning a bird now.
It's still recharging.
So you kind of want to fill with smites and not use. You don't really want to be using penance when people are at almost full health. Like that's really our only thing to manage. We manage penance, we manage radiance, and we use Evang and ultimate penitence when we're scared. I'm gonna Evang. I'm scared. So I don't exactly know what's the deal with these eggs just yet. I think you just don't want the eggs the mob to die on top of the eggs. I'm pretty sure that's the deal. So I guess as the fight goes on, you have to position more and more just to avoid the eggs. I'm gonna ulti pen. So again, they drop the egg. Hopefully he doesn't break that egg. We got lucky. Yeah, I think the Radiant Sunstone trinket's actually quite good.
I don't have a target.
I wonder if there's Warlock tech here. We'll find out. I knew there would be Warlock tech. Warlock's OP. You guys can do that. I'm gonna get some mana.
We need to get closer.
Where's my homie? Is he back? He's coming? Ah! Paints up. Warlock's got a dot. Man, we died to RP. Tragic. Oh, I didn't have a single Shadow Word paint out. That's not good. You griefed my damage parse, Pally. Gotta give him powered fortitude buff. Oh, I should Holy Nova. Holy Nova is actually very, very considerable damage. Like if you're using it on cooldown, I bet you it could be third damage. I don't know how we're gonna get all our percent. So I one cast a Holy Nova on this pole, and it's tied with my smite, and I cast like 10 of them. So if someone gets like a dot on them, I'm gonna use my trinket. So it's like, it looks like almost double. Ah, crap. It looks like it almost doubles my atonement, like while it's active. I have a feeling trinkets will be, like on-use trinkets will be much more important than currently, because we just have no cooldown. So if your trinket can be a poor man's cooldown, then okay, those things are quite long. You can finish a cast. Maybe this is 100%. These guys are pretty big. I could see them being worth 7%. We might, I have a feeling we're gonna be like 1% or 2% off though. I think Arakara is really fun, or Skyreach is what it's called. I was thinking Spires of Iraq. I think that's where the dungeon is located.
I can't use that item yet.
What does this boss do? Lens Flare focuses a random player and burns any player in the path, leaving blazing ground, so don't stand in. Scorching Ray inflicts moderate damage over time to targeted players. So Scorching Ray? Is this Scorching Ray? So it's a 3-target healing check? So there's just constant 3-target damage. So this is the... I think a paladin just healed me. Okay, so we want to bait. If you get that big thing on you, you want to bait. Oh yeah, you have to rescue someone. Can I still cast spells? Okay, that's fair. I was like, there's no shot that he just CC'd the healer.
Behold the might of the Weakaura.
It's too far away.
Cast them down. Let the scavengers below feed on their pulse.
This is interesting. There's not many bosses that are 3-target heal checks. Usually it's like either full group or 2-target. It's pretty rare that it's 3-target heal check.
Behold the might of the Weakaura.
Not ready yet.
Cast them down. Let the scavengers below feed on their pulse.
Oh, I wonder if like...
Behold the might of the Weakaura.
I'm out of range.
2 chests to 15, baby. That was fun. That was cool. I hope we do more. That was fun as hell. That was so fun. Oh my gosh. Alright, so I'm gonna create the highlight video. So it's basically right. No, we. What's this thing called? Skyreach? Okay, Skyreach. More.
Found any good treasure lately?
I'm 3K rating, let's go. 3K rating, let's go.
Welcome, friend.
Yeah, let's go. I think we're going to pit. So what was my damage breakdown like overall? So overall, Shadow Pain doing pretty solid damage. I mean, so 48% of my damage is from penance. Very large number. 1% Holy Nova damage. That could probably be 7% easily if I was every single AoE pull using it, but I was not. And then healing. Let's see. So Atonement and Void Shield. So if we add Penance, Powered Shield, and Void Shield, 30% of our healing is coming from Absorbs. So 35% if you add Divine Aegis. 35% healing. I really like Disc when it's kind of when it's in that 30 to 40% of your healing is through Absorbs. So Disc is looking pretty fun and pretty good. I'm quite pleased with how it's looking. thing is, I feel like in high level dungeons, you will use power infusion as a healing cooldown. Like right now, it's more of
Have
a,
a good one. Interesting. Hurry back.
it's more of a, like, okay, so on live, PI, you would never consider it as a, to use it as a healing cooldown, because if you just cycle your premonitions and your evangelism correctly, you should never, ever not have a cooldown. Because when you're cycling cooldowns, you're cycling like every 20 seconds at the most. It's potentially every 15 seconds you cycle your cooldown, so a new cooldown every 15 seconds. In that situation, yeah, you're going to run out of cooldowns, but most of the time it's 20 or 30 seconds that you need a cooldown up every 20 or 30 seconds, and so you can cycle it that way. Oh, I thought I was out of butane for my blowtorch. I think Pit of Sauron is considered one of the really hard ones. I know that the boss, uh, Ick and Crick was pretty hard. I think they nerfed it from when I first did it. I just know when I was doing tens that um, Pit of Sauron was probably the hardest one. Like you look at my other tens, they're at 25 minutes, and Pit of Sauron was barely timed, I think, on 10. So I don't know, the experiment of pain and suffering over painful punishment and 4% haste after power word shield, I think it is probably worthy of that. So on dungeons where the trash is the hardest, I think pain and suffering is going to be the way to go. On places where bosses are the hardest, I mean, you could argue you just take this out or something, but I really think this is the build that I like. Every priest disc has been using like these talents at the bottom are basically non-negotiable. This is what everyone's been using. Like you cannot go into Shadow Fiend or anything like that because Shadow Fiend has been basically removed. Like you have to proc it by casting Shadow Word Death, and it's a very low proc rate. Come on, baby, let's go outside. Come on, let's go. Ready to go play? You wanna go outside and play? Maybe you should get your toy or something and try to kill that toy. Come on, baby. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Good girl. Let's go. Come on. All the way outside. Let's go. You can do it. Come with me. Daisy, come. So I can talk about Holy Priest a little bit. Um, I just made a video. It's only 7 minutes long, so I didn't really give that many thoughts on it. I'm gonna probably make a 15-minute video or something in about 10 days, because on the 29th is the next raid testing. So I might make it a little sooner. Like I might just make an extra one in 3 or 4 days, a log review of healer balance. But in Mythic Plus, I feel like just buffing us another 10% and Holy might be, you know, B tier. But in Raid, I don't think just buffing our numbers by 10%, even if they do another 10%, I don't think that's gonna fix the issue. Like the issue is there's zero reason to bring Holy Priest uh, compared to any other healer. Like if you want the power infusion, you just bring Disc Priest, and you'll also be doing 18,000 or 12,000 DPS. Whereas Holy, you're not going to be doing 12,000. You might be doing 4,000 DPS. So there's really just no reason to bring a Holy Priest. Disc has stronger cooldowns on a shorter cooldown, minute and a half ramp, as opposed to a once every 2 minutes you can uh, apotheosis. Then you have Ultimate Penitence, which is a big cooldown. Like that thing heals big. That's the only ramp left, and it's a 4 minute ramp, which is fine. It's like, okay, you don't want Disc to have a huge ramp every minute and a half. That's fine. So now we have a big ramp every 4 minutes, and then smaller ramps every minute and a half. So I just don't see any reason to bring a Holy Priest. Now, if Holy Word Salvation comes back, that might be a reason to bring a Holy Priest. Like there are situations where you wouldn't be able to use Ultimate Penitence because there's just too much movement. Um, and maybe you have to move right when uh, the damage happens, and you just don't have time to take the Warlock Gate and then Ultimate Penitence. That's like 2 seconds of delayed healing. So you need to cast like right when the damage happens, you need to cast a Salvation or something. Like Salvation is a reason to bring Holy Priest because it's such a big cooldown, and if it is a 4 minute cooldown similar to Ultimate Penitence, that would also make it so if I play both Disc and Holy, then you don't have to rewrite the cooldowns. Like you can have the priest assigned to the biggest mechanic in the first phase and the biggest mechanic in the final phase with their 4 minute cooldown. So if both of us had a 4 minute cooldown and then uh, Holy had him instead of Evangelism, I think maybe that just might be good. Um, I'm just so pessimistic about Holy. I've never been this pessimistic about Holy ever going into an expansion. Like I always thought, yeah, it's like a little worse, but I should be able to outplay it and play at a reasonably high level, whether that's Mythic Dungeons or Mythic Raid. But I can't outplay it in Raid. It's just so weak. I really think it was 25%. It needed a 25% buff. We got a 10% buff, which is crazy that they could uh that they're 20% off of where they need to be. So Blizzard does know Holy is the worst healer. Like Holy is the only one who received such a large buff. Monk was nerfed in some areas and buffed in other areas at the same time as this Holy buff came through, and I think Paladin was buffed in some areas and maybe nerfed in a couple other areas too. But Holy's the only one who just got straight buffs, and they weren't targeted buffs. So I think I could have healed that dungeon um, with with Holy, and probably had a similar amount of deaths, maybe one more death as Holy. I really don't think Holy is that far off. It's just so unfun in dungeons. I don't think it's that far off. I think with current design, if Holy was tuned to be the strongest healer in 5-man, it would be meta. Um, like our CC suite is better than Disc, and it's equal to Paladin, and it's a little worse than monks, and it's equal to evoker-ish. And then shaman, I think shaman is actually relatively equal CC suite. But in raid, it's more than just a numbers problem. It's a cooldown problem. Our cooldown's fucking beans, man. Our cooldowns are such fucking beans. So, yeah, I think they need to bring back Salvation. That's like the easiest way for them to fix the class. Bring back Salvation, and I think that would maybe fix the raid issue. And in dungeons, like, if you brought back Symbol of Hope, I'd be very, very happy. Right now, our only utility is Power Infusion. Like, and Mind Soothe, I guess. That's our only utility. So it needs a little bit more utility. Because, I mean, Mind Soothe isn't utility during the fight. I got your tummy. That's why I got your tummy, because you're so pretty. You're just a pretty girl. Every single day, she's a baby. Every single day. So 2 priests. I haven't seen a Shadow Priest yet in beta. So I do think this trinket is the best. Healing for 37,000. Okay, so it's 2,000 healing for every healing spell. So I'm not sure if every single atonement is proccing that, but it seems like pretty big healing. Okay, Pit of Sauron. I need some water too. Talking a lot. Cryo Stomp increases danger of siphoning chill. So at 3 seconds on the timer, you need to use your Void Shield or the proc will be deleted.
Father,
To get closer.
not even fit to labor in a quarry. Relish these final moments, for soon you will be nothing more than mindless undead.
You will have to make your way across this quarry on your own.
I don't know what that heal absorb is, but it's like almost a perfectly timed ultimate penitence. Oh, I gotta reset data. So I was at 20k DPS on that. Bummer. My day's gonna look bad because we lost our Warlock. He's back. We're back in action, baby. What is this cadaver thing? What was that? Evangelism crit. That was like a live evangelism. So maybe evangelism is half as bad or half as good as it is on live. But if it crits, then it's almost as good. That's what I'm thinking. So I saw him throw something at that rotting ghoul. That's why I chose him to target with. I'm gonna use a mana potion.
I can't use that item yet.
I don't know what that big burst of damage was. Okay, we're looking good.
The Naru have not.
So I faded so I wouldn't accidentally pull aggro on something. I think I have aggro on that enforcer guy. So I used my trinket to give the warlock extra healing. He had some kind of a dot on him. So next cooldown I want to use is evangelism. What is this? Slow and dot?
Hey there. See you around.
So we got 3 out of 6, half trash. Looking good. So we got the fat boy boss next. So I think I want to be targeting this gargoyle. Okay, so I think it's when the gargoyle picks you up, you get that claw thing on you. Looks like I wasn't the only guy focusing the gargoyle. So once gargoyle dies, he decided to chain, so the gargoyle must be the most dangerous guy in the pack. We gotta love Chinese guys.
It's still recharging. I can't attack that target.
Alright, I think I'm just focus this Gloom Bounds Shade Bringer. Looks like we're getting gargoyle. Alright, I'm gonna switch to gargoyle. Alright, I'm on the gargoyle. He's a mana potion. I'm gonna just ultimate penitence. I remember this Drake pack just like crushing me. Probably was a bad panic ulti pen, but I don't like how I can't see. There's no boss timers, like there's no bigwigs for trash. There's only bigwigs for bosses.
I need to target something first.
75% trash. 2 guys to rescue. And what does this boss do again? Chill Stomp increases danger of... Okay, let's just watch, see what they do. Okay, so he spawns the thing, and I think you have to use the rock to... I think we hide behind the rock at some point.
I can't use that item yet.
Ah!
Your survival wasn't necessary.
Shit. GG. Did I rocket jump that? No. Serenite ore offers protection from glacial overload. Okay, so yeah, you do have to hide behind the things. Glacial overload. Garfrost overloaded forge pulses every 3.5 seconds, increasing all damage. All players' frost damage taken by 75% every 0.5 seconds for 10 seconds.
defeat, you bring Carfrost something good to eat.
Okay, so the rock things.
You save for snack.
So he's got a forge. So the forge I think is in the front of the room. So we're gonna have to dodge behind here.
Carfrost tired. You immortals. Now
Still recharging.
your bones will freeze. We'll save for snack. For later. Carfrost tired. You immortals. Now
Can't use that item yet.
your bones will freeze.
So 12 seconds until glacial overload.
For snack. For later. Carfrost tired. You immortals. Now your bones will freeze. We'll save for snack. For later. Carfrost tired. You immortals. Now your bones will freeze.
Not ready yet.
We'll save for snack. For later. Carfrost hope. Giant underpants. Clean. Save boss. Great shame. For later.
What is his RP? Giant underpants save great shame for later. Okay, I'm not sure what that means. I wonder if I can get this. Nope. Okay, so I'm pretty sure it's not about being in combat. It's about if the guys who are blocking them are dead.
Still recharging. I need a target.
I might have to evangelism here relatively soon. I think I can save it. I have no idea what this like route is, so I should save cooldowns as long as possible. But I'm doing really good. I got 1.5 pain subs. I have have advantage, and I'm gonna have
I can't use that item yet.
Okay, I think this guy, the big fat dragon, Iceborne Proto Drake. I think he is deadly.
I don't have a target. It's not ready yet.
That penance dot is such a nice change. Like, I got some cool stuff that I don't have right now as disc, and I just lose everything I like as holy, which is why I'm testing as disc for today. Uh-oh.
Still recharging.
What is this? So 12 seconds until this green ability is coming out? That, I have a feeling that's like a dodge mechanic, I don't really know. Plague Explosion. Okay, 3 seconds until some shout mechanic.
Must not be interrupted. Take care of him. No, that one. That one. Get that one. I've changed my mind. Go get that one instead. Attacking him for? The dangerous one is over there, fool! Enough moving around! Hold still while I blow them all up!
Hold still while I blow them all up. That sounded like I should use a big cooldown. It looks like they share health, so it doesn't matter who I target. Okay, 5 seconds till Blake Explosion. Three seconds until he fixates, I think.
Must not be interrupted! Take care of him! No! That one! That one! Get that one!
I think I want to not take him through.
I've changed my mind! Go get that one instead!
Okay, so Ick and Crick was like super hard before. It's completely different than last time I did it.
Worthless gnat. Death is all that awaits you. Do not think that I shall permit you entry into my master's sanctum so easily. Pursue me if you dare.
I think Warlock's gonna be meta. Put me down, you scumbag! So I could have levitated there, but I rocket jumped. The best cooldown for Racial in the game. So this dot is pretty non-threatening. I think the big thing is you probably just want to dispel melee so they can dodge, because it's 40% slow. Like, so the dot I don't think is the issue. I think it's the slow that's gonna kill people. Dread Pulse Lich. What does this do? And damage every however many seconds?
I need to target something first.
Ooh, they have the icy floor mechanic. I think that's fun.
Can't use that item yet.
I think this is the most dangerous pull we've done yet.
I need a target.
So next debuff that goes out, I'm gonna try to mass dispel. I gotta earn this time dungeon. Oh, we got a waystone for killing
Heroes, to
that
me!
pack?
Intruders have
So
entered the
it can crit was
Master's domain.
236.
Signal the alarms.
Heroes, we will hold off the undead as long as we can, even to our dying breath. Deal with the Scourge Lord.
I shall not fail the
Bone
Lich
Infusion
King.
and Rhyme Blast inflict significant damage.
Such a shameful display. You are better off dead. Overwhelming. Such a shameful display. You are better off dead.
Okay. Army of the Dead. I think this is gonna be big, big scary. I am very low mana. I have Evangelism. So I guess next time he summons dead is in 25 seconds. I will have Evangelism. If I can get through that, I think we can time. Oops. That was bad.
Such a shameful display. You are better off dead.
I can't use that item yet.
You won't be so lucky next time.
Good job.
Brave champions, we owe you our lives, our freedom. Though it be a tiny gesture in the face of this
Okay,
enormous debt,
so
I
healing done
pledge
overall,
from this day
Atonement and
forth
Void Shield.
all
Void Shield
the will of your
19%,
deeds, and
Power
the
Word Shield.
blazing path of light you
What?
take through the shadow of this dark citadel. This day will stand as a testament not only to your valor, but to the fact that no
Divine Age is
foe,
5,
not
so
even the
13%
Lich King
plus
himself, can
19%.
stand when alliance and horde
Okay.
set aside their differences and
No! You monster!
So we're doing 16 Seed of Triumvirate.
Damn you, Arthas.
I haven't done that since
Damn
10.
you! The Frost Queen is gone. We must keep moving. Our objective is near.
And then damage done overall. What was my damage? 17,000. So yeah, I think 18,000 is pretty respectable damage. I think I've been at like 20, and I think 12 I've been at lowest. So I think 17 is pretty solid. So I gotta go to Seed of Triumvirate. Dark Slam causes Coalesced Void to spawn, which erupts in a dark explosion when they reach Zural. So Zural is the boss. So Dark Slam is going to cause some void things, and it does damage when it reaches the boss. So it does 100k. Then it is 270k. So like that seems to be the pattern. It seems to be like 2/3 of the damage is over the dot and 1/3 of the damage is up front. That way there's just no one shots. I think that's what they've learned. Because as you scale up in difficulty, you can't just have 2/3 or 3/4 of the damage up front, or all the damage, which is kind of what used to happen. Okay, so Pit of Saron 15. That's what we did. So I got Skyreach 15, 2 chest. Pit of Saron. How do you spell that? Okay. So I'll crop this video. And it ends out. Cool. I really like my new workflow idea where I'm doing a 16 next time. So how much is, I'll get 411, so I should get 120 points. Gonna be a 3.3k player if I time these two. No, I get more than 120 points. Oh, no, I get less. I get 90 points. So I'll be 3.2-ish. Then I gotta start testing his holy.
Hey, how you doing? If you have
Dark portals are tearing open reality.
Oh, this
allowing
one I thought it
shadow
was
energy
really
to pour
hard.
into our realm. Put a stop to this, heroes.
I thought this one was really hard before. Leaves you find Void Sludge in its impact. He uses Void to empower himself in an injure. His opponents decimate, causes pools of damaging Void, while coalescing Void empowers all of Thurul's abilities. Dark Slam causes coalescing Void to spawn, which erupt in a dark explosion when they reach Thurul. So Decimate leaves behind Void Sludge, inflicting shadow damage to their target and creating a Void Sludge pool. So it's like Dark Slam and Decimate are the two spells. Saprish Phase Dash causes an Umbral Nova when dashing through a Void Bomb. Releases a wave of Void energy inflicting damage to all players. Seraph throws Void Bombs at nearby player locations. Upon contact with a player, the Void Bomb explodes, inflicts damage to all players within 5 yards and an additional damage every 1 second for 15 seconds. Okay, so Saprish cover the battlefield with Void Bomb and rushes players with Phase Charge. Okay, that's a typo. It should be covers the battlefield. At 100 energy, Saprish casts Overload that ignites of all Void Bombs. So you want to use Phase Dash to break the Void Bombs, because at 100 energy, he'll break all of the Void Bombs. So it looks like, okay, that makes sense. Okay, so dash through something to create Void Bomb. Viceroy Nezhar creates a ring of collapsing void that becomes a Void Storm. Nezhar also blasts players with mass void infusion that leaves behind energy. Umbral Tentacles answer the Viceroy's call and attack players with Mind Flay. So there's ads that use Mind Flay. Void Storm inflicts heavy damage to all players caught in it. So it is a dot. And so he creates a ring of collapsing void that becomes a Void Storm. At 100 energy, so okay, so at 100 energy is for second and third boss, we gotta just big heal. Then Lura summons Notes of Despair that continues to play Dirge of Despair until destroyed. Lura occasionally targets players with Discordant Breath that inflicts heavy shadow damage and also silences any Notes of Despair it hits. When all the Notes of Despair are silenced, Alaria destroys them with Shattering Shot. What's a Note of Despair? Lura sings her dark song, inflicting 3400 damage to all players every 0.3 seconds for 1.5 seconds. So that's 5 ticks, maybe 6, and leaves behind. This creates multiple Notes of Despair. Dirge of Despair. And they play Dirge of Despair until they are destroyed. How do you destroy them? Dirge of Despair continues to damage all players until Notes of Despair are silenced. Discordant Beam inflicts heavy shadow damage to each player targeted and silence any Notes of Despair it hits. So Discordant Breath. So this whole dungeon is basically This guy's gonna get Brazil 16. That's crazy. Hi, Daisy. Are you a-sleeping? Are you a sleeping lady? Princess Daisy, look at his face, he's so pretty. Look at his face, he's so pretty. Oh my goodness. Was I messing with you? I know I mess with you so much. I always am messing with you. I'm not taking her out. I'm just gonna go out and take a couple drags off my smoke. I was kind of wondering where there were some people on PTR who had like who were doing 18s in the queue, and so I guess they timed everything on 18, so they're Brazil or 17 rather. But so I am extremely disappointed in Blizzard for um I got a comment on my video. I just released a video talking about the changes to Holy Priest, or this current state of Holy Priest, and it's cold out, man. Very cold. They said I had a very articulate take on the current state of Holy Priest. So this is what I try to do. I try to articulate. Addy cat, I'm gonna add you as a friend because you're pretty good at the game. For some reason, the PTR has a different friends list. He says, last first poll, it's gonna kick the shit out of me. Ooh, so I can test a theory. I don't know if the Wheel and Woe affects every single Void Shield or just the one I cast. So this guy's got a... So it doesn't look like it. Wheel and Woe only affects the cast that you used. Had an entire health bar of heal absorb? That's kind of crazy. Uh-oh. My paladin's in trouble. I'm an evangelism. I have nothing for this tank. I just gotta like spam the tank, I think. Wow, my health potion wasn't even enough to get that heal absorb off. So I'm trying to give every single... Did I just chain proc Surge of Light 3 times in a row? That's pretty crazy. But yeah, I'm trying to use every power word shield on the tank. Alright, so I'm gonna try to get a little refresher on the boss. So Dark Slam causes Coalesced Void, which spawns and erupts in a dark explosion when it reaches Zulul. It leaves behind... Decimate leaves behind a Void Sludge on the ground. Looks like we're doing more trash. No, we're doing it on the boss, it looks like. Okay, so that's Decimate. Leaves the puddle. I have Evangelism currently. So if that thing hits him, it's gonna... What did he die to? Rebuff? I'm scared. I'm not prepared for this. I should have saved Ultimate Penitence for if these globs get to him. We can kill it with just 3.
wish you had lasted a little longer.
Dark portals are tearing open
Are you
reality,
sleeping, Daisy?
allowing shadow energy
Are you
to
just a
pour
baby?
into our realm.
Are you
Put a
sleeping?
stop to this, heroes.
Are you sleeping? Your face is so pretty. Oh my goodness. Oh, your fur is so soft, Daisy. How do you manage to have such soft fur, baby? How do you manage that? Could it be because you're a cutie pie? Cutie pies have soft fur.
So there's a strong argument. So I'm gonna take, instead of Holy Nova, 30-second Holy Nova, I'm taking Psychic Scream Talent, and instead of Leap of Faith, I'm also taking Psychic Scream Talent. You know, oh, Void Tendrils. That's good. I think that's better. Oh, so Void Tendrils isn't another spell, it just... So I need to refresh my flask. Kelderai Medley.
Here, let me cover you up, Daisy. I'll cover you up. I'll cover you up. You like being covered up. That's good. Now you can be warm. Now you can be warm. Is that good to be warm? Yeah. It's a little cold inside. This room is so cold.
Okay, so I have a a full stack Will and Woe for the tank. So like 3 seconds before the start of the dungeon, I cast Void Shield.
Can't use that item yet. I don't have a target. I need to target something first. It's still recharging.
So I have an instant cast Radiance now. So I waited for Void Shield to expire before I casted the new one. I have a feeling I need to... Yeah, it paints up the tank here. I don't know what's applying the heal absorb, but that seems like it's really the only... Well, that's not good. I no longer have a health potion for the boss. I should have shadow meld potioned here.
I will end you.
2 seconds on this claw ability. Just reapply atonements. So he's summoning an ooze here.
The void
So I rocket jumped over that so that I could
Still recharging.
because the guy jumps to where you go, right? And you don't want him to the ooze to kill him.
Champion, follow me. The Shadow Guard is building up its presence near the temple.
Okay.
Disrupting their efforts would benefit
I think
us all.
Saffrish was hard, and then Lura was hard. I think Viceroy Nezhar
Figure out their
wasn't that
motives
hard, if I
and
remember.
put a stop to their efforts.
I like little 5-second RPs. It's nice. What is this dot? Shadow damage taken increased. The Rift Warden, wonder what he does. So that's just a shadow damage taken debuff. So as long as it's active, I should be really watching that guy with it. It's 20% increased damage taken. Probably should have saved my healing trinket.
Pushed out.
It's too
Bring
far
in
away.
more forces from the void to deal with these intruders.
Can't use that item yet.
So I used Evenge, partially so I could get an extra bit of tank healing out. Because I wanted to defensive penance the tank. We're at 48% trash. I think with this guy's routes, it's just guaranteed um, that we time if we don't have a full wipe. We had a full wipe in Pit of Sauron 15. And it was tight, but we also had like 3 other deaths. I think it was like an 8 death dungeon.
Not ready yet. It's still recharging.
Where's the boss? We gotta be close to it. What is this flying jug? Void rifts close. We gotta close 4 void rifts. Maybe that's how you spawn the second boss. And we're going to Saprish next. Saprish, you needed to use the phase dash to break the Umbral Bomb, and at 100 energy he explodes all Umbral Bombs that you were unable to break. I think you can also just walk into the Umbral Bomb, but I don't really want to test that in this guy's key that can be depleted. What is Shadow Priest's healing? Bro, our paladin just keeps DCing.
It seems this nuisance requires a more personal touch. I shall handle you myself.
So he's got Shadewing and Dark Fang. So our paladin is DC'd again. So we're doing a trash pull while we wait.
It's not ready yet. I'm out of range.
My pets hunger.
So these are the things that we gotta just explode. And he's gonna explode them all if we can't explode them in time.
Can't use that item yet.
obstacles between me and this staff, heroes. Yes, this will do nicely. You'll find their viceroy near the entrance to the temple, feebly trying to break in. Eliminating him will give us an opportunity to get in ourselves. I'll see to opening the way once he's taken care of.
Oh my goodness, it's a baby. If ever I saw one, her name was Daisy. You're just a sleepy girl. How'd you get to be so sleepy? Could it be because you're a baby and you need to sleep every day? Half the day you have to sleep? 3/4 of the day you have to sleep?
Okay, so I gotta change the Skyreach 16 to a seat 16. This guy needs Rizal 16s, and I can get it for him.
Are tearing open reality,
Okay, so
allowing
Saprish
shadow
isn't
energy to pour
that
into
scary,
our
so I'm
realm.
gonna review the
Put a
last two
stop to this
bosses.
chaos.
So it's at 100 energy. He does something. At 100 energy, creates a ring of collapsing void that becomes a void storm. So you just have to get out of it. It's gonna do damage, but it does double damage if you're inside the storm. No, it does double damage would be 80. So it does quadruple damage.
Oh my goodness, it's my baby girl. It's my baby girl. She's so pretty. She's so pretty, isn't she? I know, I'm sorry. You don't like when I clean your eyes. I'm sorry. I know. You're just a little princess. You're just a little princess. Get the scratches. 'Cause you're a baby. You're a baby. I know. She's such a good girl. Do you want to go outside? You want to come outside? Come on. You want to come outside? Let's go. Let's go, baby. I know. She's so pretty. Coco, what did you eat that food already? Oh, you need more? You need more snack? I know she needs more snack. 'Cause she's a baby. There you go, Mama.
Kitty ate that whole wet food in like 2 hours. Daisy, come in. Usually I only give her the one wet food a day. But she's like, it's tough. She's 18. Come on, baby. Let's go. Pick up the pace. So my kitty's 18. And she's had trouble for the past probably 9 months keeping her weight up. You want to come outside? Come on. Let's go. I know it's cold. You don't want to come. Come on. Good girl. So yeah, I basically don't limit her wet food. As soon as she finishes, I give her more. And then she has unlimited dry food, but she's just not keeping her weight up.
Where'd you go, Daisy? The good thing is, she has been staying in the backyard. She hasn't been leaving. Because she left, like, probably a year ago. Well, last fall. So, what, 14 months ago? She got, like, her ass whooped. I don't know if some dog whooped her ass, but she had this big gash on her side of her face. And from at that point, she stopped leaving the yard. So, okay, so Pit of Sauron is my favorite dungeon to AFK inside of. It's got nice music, and there's not any weird things making zombie sounds. See to the Triumvirate, there's all these zombie uh, elves. That's what the Withered are, they're zombie elves. Like, they become a Withered if they do not get enough magic. Because, you know, elves are magic addicts. Alright, baby. Come on, let's go in. Come on, baby. Let's go. No, come this way. Come this way. Let's go. Why don't you go up, girl? Let's go up, girl. Come up, girl. Up, girl. Come on. Daisy, come. Up, girl. Lay down. There you go. Now you can cuddle. Ooh, and I do get a thing. Dang, I'm not going to start with a Void Shield. I will start with a Void Shield, but I'm not going to start with 2 penances. 3 seconds, you want a Void Shield? It'll expire at like 2 seconds or 1.5 seconds or something. So I faded before I cast that penance. So the tank said this pull is very dangerous for tanks. So I'm going to try to save. Gonna try to save Paint Sup for the tank when he pulls this next pack. Alright, Paint's up here. So when this pack is mostly dead, I want to use my Shadow Meld potion to get my mana. Evangelism.
I think I can do it now. You can't use the Shadow Meld potion in combat? What do you mean? Okay, it's not the Shadow Meld potion, it's just the regular Invis potion. Alright, I guess we're gonna Mana Potion.
Can't use that item yet.
Oozing Slam, so this is the big thing. I don't want to use that Radiance. No! Ah! Man, those puddles are no joke.
Target.
I mean, it is 16, so it's a little hard, but those puddles are no joke, baby. So when the oozing guys die, don't stand on them. Lesson learned. So I'm gonna just fill with Smite until he gets hit, give him Powered Shield, and then go back to filling with Smite. Man, if I had planned that better, I could have had back-to-back empowered Power of the Dark Side things.
Champions, over here. Follow me.
Not ready yet.
The Shadow Guard is building up its presence near the temple.
So this is like 5 seconds of RP, so I can get my drink
Disrupting their
before
efforts
we
would
go.
benefit
Then there's the
us
5
all.
seconds of RP while they
Also,
open the
their
portal.
commander here has a particular item that would be useful to me.
Figure out their motives and put a stop to their efforts.
Where'd you go, Daisy?
Oh, she's gone. She's AWOL.
Where are you? What you got? What are you doing? Are you up to no good? That's your middle name, up to no good.
So this dot is just a dot, and it's also a slow.
Can't use that item yet.
Ah!
Only
No!
the strongest survive.
Well, this is not going as well as the first run, but it's okay. I was so excited. Look at, I did 700k healing with my trinket. Like, it's actually huge. It's actually really, really good. Like, it was close to my atonement, and it was all targeted on the one guy. I'm scared. I don't know what's killing us. It's scary though.
We will not be pushed out. Bring in more forces from the void to deal with these intruders.
I can't use that item yet.
$1 million. Trinket did 1 million healing. This thing is good, dude. This thing's so good. Helps you with spot healing.
Not ready yet.
I got a health mana potion. It is a little more fun when it's not a Brazil key, because I mean, all the 15s are Brazil because you can just make a 15, but you can't make a 16. So I want 60% mana. Alright, so Saprish. I think that's a dumbass name, but whatever. Okay, so the Rift Wardens, you have to kill 4 Rift Wardens apparently. It says Rifts closed, 4. I see a Rift.
It's still recharging.
This nuisance requires a more personal.
Not ready yet.
Our efforts will not be interrupted.
Can't use that item yet.
I don't know what just happened there, but we got disoriented. You kind of want to, I think, stand close to melee. think he health potioned. It's when those orbs get destroyed is when, and this I think is 100 energy. So it's at 100 energy, got big damage, and he does more damage the more orbs that are out. So we use these circles to destroy the orbs. I want to kind of... So 2-minute boss with Bloodlust.
Simple, tactical error.
I can't use
Thank
that
you
item
for
yet.
removing the obstacles between me and this staff, heroes. Yes, this will do nicely. You'll find their viceroy near the entrance to the temple, feebly trying to break in. Eliminating him will give us an opportunity to get in ourselves. I'll see to opening the way once he's taken care of.
So there's a dot on them after they get to hit circle.
It's not ready yet.
Critical powered radiance, we gotta love it. Okay. So I gave myself pain sub, so I'd really just have to single target heal the other guy.
Still recharging. I can't use that item yet.
Okay, so it's the Void Infused Destroyer is the main guy.
I can't drink anymore.
Please kill him! Whew,
Not ready
he's
yet.
dead. Alright, good. So Nethraz, Nezar? This guy also has a mechanic where you Void Storm inflicts heavy damage, Tentacles cast Mind Flay. So it looks like you get a dot if you get hit by those balls. But the dot doesn't come up on, like, why is it that not every dot... I'm actually really scared.
Still recharging.
wish you had
Ah!
lasted a little longer.
Man, I'm actually really mad. I knew that was gonna happen. Ah! And I've gotten hit by a ball. Well, at least I get full void shields with the 3-man group. I think I have 3 deaths and the group has 6, so I am the carry. To be fair, healer is like the hardest job now. They're like, oh, less cooldowns makes healing more approachable. It's like, no, it's the opposite. If you have less cooldowns, it means that you have to manage them. The importance of each cooldown is even larger. Looks like we have to kill all the Weaver guys. So I think this is one of the hardest trashes I've done. To be fair, it's on 16, so it's a bit harder than a 15. There's got to be a reason that this guy
I shall bring you to your twilight.
So I gotta be watching this guy's energy. He's at 100 energy, he does some shit. I don't really understand the damage. Is he like casting a bolt on someone? No, it's just whenever the balls go off. And there's also void tentacles. Alright, he's 100 energy. He's about to do his thing. Collapsing void. So you cannot be in the void. Okay, so you just go to the middle. So it's basically just dodge, heal every time. You got these void tentacle things. Or mind flay things from the boss.
It's too far away. I can't use that item yet.
The Omega Penance, the double radiance mind blast penance is OP. And I still got my instant cast. So I just want to be filling with... I want to be filling with smite to try to get any crit. If I get to crit smite, it's a little bit of extra healing. So I gave the mage my trinket, so my mage should be getting double atonement healing.
I sense great despair emanating from within.
Okay, that boss pretty easy. He does the tentacle thing on 3 players, so it's 3 target healing check. Then he summons tentacles, and those star things are sending out mechanics.
Such chaos. The
What does
way is
Lure
open.
do?
Hurry, heroes.
Notes of Despair that continue to play Dirge of Despair until destroyed. Dirge of Despair continues until all Notes of Despair are silenced. Disordant Beam inflicts heavy damage to the target player and silences any Notes of Despair. So Discordant Beam needs to be used to destroy the Notes of Despair. And it's just it's on paper it looks like a rot fight. So I have everything. I have
Look out!
I can't use that item yet. It's not ready yet.
I simply wish you had lasted a little longer.
That's a hard boss, dude. I don't think I could do that as Holy. This is the first boss I'm like, man, if I was Holy I'd be in trouble. Like I'd have to pool Holy Words for that movement phase.
Look out!
It's still recharging. I can't use that item yet.
This boss is crazy!
I can't drink anymore yet.
Does he have a damage amp or something? He does have a damage amp. Okay, I was like, man, this boss is like full health still, and I'm half mana.
Look out!
Not ready yet. It's still recharging. Not ready yet.
Is she taking the double damage?
You won't be so lucky next time.
How did a being of the light become a creature of shadow?
The void is a force of change, of transformation. Shadows are fluid,
Yeah,
ever
great vault
shifting.
slot upgraded. Let's go. Okay, so
I feel
Void
the
Shield
fallen
was
one's
17,
power.
Power Shield 6, Aegis, Divine Aegis was
That
5,
inside.
so 11 plus what? 17, so
You
28%
stand on the cusp of
shields.
destiny, Illyria. There will be choices to make and consequences to face.
Dope. Good job. Whew. Seed of the Triumvirate, 16. Tank says, I don't usually keep playing with 98% of pug healers, so I said he said I'm doing very well. Plus I have a sick ass guild now. $32.15. I was right. I'd be 3,200. So now I just need Magister's Terrace, which I have on 12 overtime. And I got a 17 because I'm a gamer. Me too. Okay, so before I cut the stream, I gotta clip this Seed of the Triumvirate 16. I don't know how to spell that. Seat of the Triumvirate. Oh, that's not the proper. Okay, so good. Cool. So I had today we got Pit of Sauron 15, 16 seat of 16 seat of Triumvirate. Cool. Well, that was very, very fun today. How long have we been streaming? Only 3 hours, and I got 3 keys done that I hadn't done before. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, so I should try to my seat of the Triumvirate notes. So seat of Triumvirate. They had the Rift Wardens are scary. The pack after I think after second boss is scary. 2 target heal check. And then the pack after packs before third boss to unlock him are terrifying. Then you got first boss, bait puddles on outside, CC ads, and when heal big when he spawns ads. Second boss. What's the second boss? Saffrish. You got use targeted circles
Ay, caramba!
to break the orbs. Heal big at 100 energy. Third boss is Viceroy. Nezar. It's kind of mechanic vomit. So first he does mind flays from the boss on 3 players. Then he spawns tentacles. That mind flay. Then at 100 energy, run to center, heal big. Fourth boss, Lura. So Lura is actually terrifying. So mark before pull, mark your spot. Use lines to break the note of despair. Occasionally targets players with discordant beam, note of despair. When all notes of despair are silenced, Allura destroys them with shattering shot. And I guess that's when he gets the damage amp. Siphon Void. Illyria drains the power from Lura and stunning her for increasing damage taken. Heal big when notes destroyed. And get people topped for the 200% damage buff they get and burn the boss. Alright, Seed of the Triumvirate, we kind of have a thing, so I gotta look at Skyreach. So Skyreach, I remember, so boss 1 is Ranjit, and you have to basically, so dodge, heal the fan of knives, dot. None. I'm using no add-ons. I was thinking of trying to set up Dander's frames. Because there's kind of a bug where, so debuffs show up on your frames, right? And if you try to cast a spell and you're moused over the debuff and not the person's frame, then you will not be able to use that mouse over cast. So that's like kind of a critical thing where you have to like target their frame but not the debuff. And if there's 3 debuffs on someone, it covers like their whole frame, at least with my settings. I don't know if I can fix it. But somebody told me Dander's frames is good, so I would try Dander's frames. See how that treats you.
Oh my goodness, my friends, my kitty and my doggy are giving kisses. Are you giving kisses to Kitty? You love the kitty, don't you? You're gonna make her leave, Daisy. Be nice to her. I know.
So yeah, Dander's frames is good. Let me see my add-ons. I have Bug Grabber and Bug Sack. Currently, that's all I'm using. I tried to use Mythic Dungeon tools, but that's not working. Click still works. Yeah, I'd probably use Click still too. It's a little bit better than the base mouse over options, but I just set all the mouse overs up on the base UI setup. Nef UI is supposed to be pretty cool, but it was causing so many errors. I can like enable it and see how it looks, because it kind of like changes. So it'll make your bars look more like a. This actually is kind of nice. I kind of like it. It'll make your thing look more like Weakaura's, and they'll be square instead of the kind of rounded square that you get with the base UI. So yeah, Nef UI is pretty good, and also it has this nice little mana bar that I added here. So Nef UI is good. I don't know. I'm gonna set up things with the base UI, and then I'll maybe consider doing Nef UI. But if it is, like, I'll do a couple dungeons on live tomorrow. Check it out. Okay, back to business. So Ranjit is the first boss of Skyreach. It's basically dodge and heal the Fan of Knives. Oh, and also don't get knocked off. Stand about, I don't know, 12 yards from edge. Okay, boss 2 is Arachnath. And he is you stand in the beams to not energize the boss. very low heal check. It's I think it's 3 or 4 target heal check, and it's just the beams are most of the healing. Okay, then boss 3 is the Haran. Haran summons the Dawn Wings to aid in battle, erupting blaze of glory. Oh yeah, okay, so line of sight, the searing quills. Try not to kite the adds on top of an egg. And heal whoever is fixated. That's the main damage. So boss 4 is High Sage Virix. So with him, move out with Lens Flare. It leaves fire for area of denial. Scorching Ray inflicts moderate damage to targeted players. Heal the 3 target dot Scorching Ray. And then run to the wall when the boss is going to carry you for more time before you die to falling off. Okay, I feel like the trash in that dungeon, there's like one pack. I don't really feel like anything was hard in this dungeon. I feel like it's actually insanely easy. There was like some hulking, so trash. Big golem mecha guy was kind of scary. That was all the scary that I remember. So I got Skyreach. Good notes on Skyreach, good notes on Seat. Nexus Point I don't have any notes on. So Nexus Point, there was the chief guy, the core right. So he was the leyline guy. He's tough. For the second boss, Beam Boss. Stack on the edge of the room whenever possible. You get a buff if you get a buff that is used to destroy the beams. Okay. So I have Chief Core Right Kazreth, the Beam Boss. Then there was Core Warden Nasera. What was the thing about him? Calls to battle with her subordinates, eclipsing step. Oh yeah. Use big. Okay, so the light guy charges at the boss, then creates a DPS amp. I would focus on disc. It is Holy is worth trying in its current state. Like the more data that we can give them where Holy Priests are struggling, so they're gonna have good data. So they'll have like, I'm not sure if they're equipped where they can see, okay, this player was parsing 90% with in War Within, and now in Midnight pre-patch they are also parsing 90%. So like you can see like uh, the ability of the player and how much they have gotten screwed by the holy changes. So I think everyone should do at least a couple bosses in raid, because I want Blizzard to get a bunch of raid data to show that Holy Priest is not 10% behind the other healers, it is 25% behind the other healers. Because it is so far behind these other healers that you're griefing. Like the disc released in the final season of War Within, 30% behind the other healers, and nobody played it at all. It was the historically worst healer by comparison to the others ever. And Holy is in danger of being in that same position. And you got people like Automatic Jack saying, "Oh, there are no C tier healers. Everything is B tier." And it's like, cut the fucking shit. Can we just like stop with the grade inflation? Saying, "Oh, everyone's B." No, cut the shit. C is average. If you're like, there needs to be A tier healer, B tier healer, C tier healer, D tier healer, F tier healer. I'd put Holy in the F tier, man. So, let's see. Tier list healer. Wow. Make your own. Okay, so I will. Oops. So I would put A, B, C, D, F. Can we see the? I'll make it a little smaller. Okay, so like this, if you want to do grade inflation, this is be it. But so for Mythic Plus, I think I'd probably put it something like this. Maybe B tier for Paladin. I think Monk's probably C tier. Like if this was my Mythic Plus tier list, I'd do this, right? For raid, I think maybe Evoker, bring Druid down. I, just based on the very little statistics that I've seen, I think I'd do something like this. You can argue Disc might be B, but I don't think so. I think you're seeing Evokers crank. I think you're seeing Disc crank. I think you could argue Shaman is the bottom of A tier. Um, but the delta between Disc and Holy in Raid is so great that I don't see any reason to play Holy Priest whatsoever. Unless you just love it and you're in a guild that's not very competitive and they just want to have fun. Like if you have fun playing Holy, play Holy. Um, but the gap between, if it's ever like this where Disc is at the bottom of B and Holy is C tier, then it doesn't really matter what you play. You'll probably perform better if you play Holy and you're a Holy main. But the gap is so big. I think Disc is one of the best healers right now, and I think Holy is the worst. Yeah. So yeah, this would be my raid tier list. Okay, so the light guy charges and creates a damage amp, and then there was like one more mechanic. He like, I think it's like a 2 target mechanic. Eclipsing step carves into nearby players. In addition, oh yeah, yeah. So get out with the black circle. But it doesn't drop a puddle, so you don't have to go that far out. Okay, then last boss. Brilliant Disruption targets several players and inflicts damage to all nearby players when reaching its targeted destination. Thraxian Bald Boss. So the Bald Boss, there wasn't really big damage going out that I remember. Man, I should have done this right after I did every dungeon, like a real gamer. And then this is trash from Magister's Terrace. So the Bald Boss, back to the Bald Boss. Okay, yeah, this was so big heal for brilliant dispersion. 6-second dot. Interrupt the boss when he makes clones. He is bald. The rest have horns. And that was really it. Then for trash, do not dispel the heal buff. It redistributes healing to other players. You need the redistribution for the tank because the tank gets F in the A on these polls. I don't really remember anything else besides that. So we got Skyreach, Seat of the Triumvirate. Oops. Okay, so I got 3 dungeons kind of laid out. Like I'm getting ready to make my video guides, and I want my video guide to be 3 to 5 minutes, maybe 6 minutes for a complicated one.
Hi, baby. You want kisses? Can I kisses? Thank you.
So yeah, what I want is I want to say, okay, there's 3 things to remember on this boss, and hopefully I just can play the video for like the 1 minute while I talk and go over the mechanics as they come up. Because I would like you to not have to also watch a gameplay POV. In addition, it's less editing if I can do it that way. But really, I don't care how much editing it takes. Like, difference if I take, 30 minutes to edit the video or 2 hours to edit the video. I want the video to be good. I don't care if I'm not going to make a decision just because it's less editing. Okay, well, I think that is it for the day. It is 10 o'clock. My fiance is probably getting ready to go to bed, so I'm going to call it. Thanks for watching, YouTube.